much weirder.
Live. Hi,
To be
guys.
actual live. Hello.
Got my needle threaded. I'm so ready to finish up the bees.
Oh, I'm not ready at all. I was too busy convincing my cat to get off my shit.
You know what? You're way ahead of me in the cross stitch. So are you really not prepared?
I mean, true, but
which is fine because Erin's been doing a great job. She joined a cross stitch group on Facebook. She's great.
It's been delightful, very eye-opening, and very delightful.
Yes.
Oh, Britt, if you remind me, I can send you the link to that group if you wanted to join.
Oh, yeah.
Although it's fun and exciting, but I get 700 million notifications for it a day. So there's that.
I should probably open the chat so I can see if Peter is talking. Shouldn't I? On the YouTubes. Let's see if I can quickly... Oh, that is a lovely thumbnail that we got going on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hi,
I'll
Peter.
change it as soon as it's over. I can't see the YouTube chat.
So. Do you want me to link you to the... Because what I do is I open it on YouTube.
Oh,
and then look at it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Peter. Thank you for joining us on our lovely live for real FlossTube video.
It's for real.
My cats are literally fighting right here.
Cats, please. I am almost done with the bees. It's mostly just those little individual ones that I always put off because they're individual ones. But I gotta get to them eventually.
Yeah, I have a couple of those in the within the thing, the watering can. Those.
Oh no. How are you, though? Did you have a good time at your outing?
With my sister? Yes. Only because we went to a greenhouse.
Oh.
The only reason why. We were supposed to do some gardening in our backyard, but it's been wet and awful.
Yeah,
and cold.
It's been awful here too.
So I low-key convinced her that we didn't need to do any gardening. And we just watched the final season of that 70s show, which is very odd as someone who has not watched the entire thing.
Huh.
The last season is very weird. I don't know if anybody else has watched all of it, but it's weird. Uncomfortable. Would not recommend.
Well, we all have different tastes, you know? Some of us just watch the last, episode of Game of Thrones and live their best life, you know?
Wow, thank gosh Peter is here to defend himself against such wild accusations.
Peter knows I love him. It's fine.
How are you?
I am good. I've been trying to catch up to Erin, but I feel like every time I try to catch up to Erin, she just keeps getting farther ahead. But that's okay because I'm learning so much by just living vicariously through Erin.
I can't even thread my needle today. Good grief.
This is the start.
This is a great live.
I mean, it's fine. We're fine.
Everything's great. I have cats for company, and all of
Peter says that 70s show is just like the Vampire Diaries. The main actors left way too early.
yeah, and like then they replaced Eric with some other guy, and it was weird. Also, like it was filmed like the show wrapped up in like the early 2000s, and I understand that they were trying to keep it true to like how it would be in the 70s, but
Yeah.
like it was like pretty like racist still.
Mm.
And like I guess like my brother-in-law's main gripe with it is that Fez, who's like the foreign character obviously, he got too smart for the show.
Mm.
So then they tried to dumb him down again. In a way where like, you know, the show had gone on for 8 seasons and he was still sort of acting as if it were the first season.
Mm.
So I don't know. But yeah, I was not a huge fan, but you know, I never have to watch it again, so we're good.
I mean, you know, life's crazy. I mean, poor Kit Harington had to check into rehab
What, for
before,
real?
yeah, um, like a few weeks before Game of Thrones aired. Apparently, he checked himself into rehab for uh mental stuff and alcohol dependency.
So is this before the first season or before the last season?
No, this is the last season. This happened like a few weeks ago, but it just came out today
Oh my
that
gosh.
he's been in rehab for like the past like 12 weeks or so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's like very upsetting. I hope he's okay.
I hope so too, because I mean, people can say what they want about Kit, like, or whatever, but like when people start like saying that actors' actions because of what their characters did are terrible, I think they need to take a back seat and reevaluate their lives because the actors are, you know, actors and not their characters.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, I totally agree. I am just currently being attacked by a cat.
By a cat.
By Harold. He's being very rude.
Harold.
Can you please stop biting me?
Oh
He's just
no.
gonna get me if I hold
I
him.
don't know what I did or how I did it, but my headphone is tangled in my string.
Oh no. That's awful.
This is going great.
We're we should just do live all the time because it's just fabulous. Okay, are you done being crazy? Can I please stitch? Thank
I
you.
might have to unplug my headphone real quick. Hopefully, it
Sure.
doesn't make a god awful noise.
Well, I'll let you know if it does.
If it does, I apologize, people. Here's your 3-second warning. 1, 2, 3.
Well, that wasn't so bad, was it?
We're back on the headphones.
Oh, it didn't make any noise at all.
Oh, good. I'm glad. The internal microphone on this Mac has never worked, even though I've taken it to get fixed before because the internal mic never worked, and that's why I gotta wear these headphones.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Especially considering, how much you pay for a MacBook. Your
Yeah.
internal microphone should, work, but I guess sometimes it just doesn't.
Yeah. All right, Britt. So where are you in your project? Your watering can project.
I will show you in one sec. I just want to. Sorry if you can hear my dad talking loudly on the phone in the background. He's Osakan, so he is just loud by default.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is where I am.
Oh, it looks so cute.
Thank you. Every time I feel like it starts to get more full, I just feel like the more behind I am.
Oh, no, you're doing a great job.
I've miscounted a few times, but I have just decided that I don't care that
That is the
much.
way to be.
And the only really person that's going to know that I miscounted on a few things is going to be, I guess, everybody now that I openly admitted that there's going to be some mistakes. But you know what? There is no mistakes in art, only happy accidents, according to Bob Ross. So it's a happy accident. Mine will just be unique in that way.
I mean, is there a more perfect thing? I don't know. I don't know if there's a more perfect way. Oh, no.
I certainly agree. Just marking it off with my highlighter. Because I got smart
Yeah,
and started marking it.
my, sheet is just all different colors.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Based
mine
on,
is just...
because I... it's just all different colors.
It looks nice, though. See, mine is just you ate too many vitamins P yellow.
Oh,
That's an actual
delightful.
color, people. Just in case you didn't know.
Perfect. I can't exactly show my progress because I've had to put my hoop on my thing to do the spout. But that's where I am. I have a little bit more of the inside of the can to do, and I have to do around the rim, but I got nervous about it, so I just decided I'll do that later.
That's a mood.
Because, I'm at this point where there's one or two of a color left.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to do that until I need to use the color again, and then I'll just start there, do them, and then tie it off, and then do something else.
Yeah.
That's the plan. I don't know if it'll work very well, but I'm rolling with it.
Me too. I think that's a good attitude to have, especially Just Keep Stitching, one of the best channels on FlossTube. They say, bring your own into it. Sometimes they don't even use the floss that is recommended. They go way off the rails. And they're just I want to make this my own, so forget those colors. So that is the attitude that I have decided to adopt for this project.
That's a good attitude to adopt. And, according to Peter, there will be a number of great quotes from Brit this year in our chat. You've had a number of great quotes, but he just added one to the list. And that's the only person that will know is everybody. And, I mean, no true words have ever been spoken when you're live on the internet.
Especially with everybody being crazy on the internet, especially if you're on my Twitter feed right now, things are especially crazy.
Okay, it's been a week since the finale, and people are still going ham sandwich on you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, about what, though? I don't understand.
Okay, so, like, first,
I haven't been on Twitter, so I don't know.
So people were, like, annoyed about the petition or whatever, like, because the petition is, like, super disrespectful to everybody that worked on it.
Mm-hmm.
And people are still going on about that. And they're also really annoyed that Bran is king still. But now the, like, recent drama is Natalie Emmanuel and Alfie allegedly unfollowed each other on Instagram. So now people are trying to cancel Alfie, and we know that you cannot cancel Alfie in my house. You can't do that. It's not allowed.
That's interesting.
I think, regardless of if they have a legitimate reason or they're not friends anymore or whatever, I think this is the attitude that we should all adopt. That it is not our business.
Yeah. I mean, I low-key wonder, like, what the beef is, because I always wonder what the beef is.
Yeah.
But also, like, maybe they just weren't really good friends, and now that they don't work together, they don't have to be fun on social media.
Yeah.
It's quite possible. I mean, that happens after high school all of the time.
Yeah. And, I mean, I have best friends that I don't even follow on Instagram. Does that mean I'm not friends with them? No, I'm not very much on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like,
Literally, I found your Instagram. I found your Instagram the other day, and, like, you posted in 2017, and I was like, girl is gone from the internet. But that's okay. I followed you anyway, because I'm a true fan.
Wait. Are you?
I am a true fan, yes.
No. Are you following me on Instagram?
Yes. Yes, I am. My book account is following you on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
Also, Peter, why does your grandmother have Instagram? I would love to know. Because Peter
why
said
did you
muted
her?
What did she do? I, like, need to know this beef that you have with your own grandmother.
Come on, Peter, spill the tea. She drops photos of me every day.
Okay, what's her Instagram, please?
That's hilarious. But that's also a big mood, Peter. That is a big mood.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really mute anybody. I just, like, hard and fast unfollow, unfriend at grandma. I feel like that's fake news, Peter.
Fake news.
You're a liar. But that's okay. Your grandma just probably
She just loves you so much, Peter, that she wants everybody to see your face.
Yeah. What's wrong with
You
that?
should just, Peter, you should just send her pictures of Zach George and say that it's you, because we all know that Zach George, the dog trainer, is your doppelganger. Even though he's not, but he reminds me of Peter for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why.
That's funny.
Yeah. The downside to it being like little random bees at this point, so I have to count
Yeah.
just for like one stitch.
It's getting you ready for counted cross stitch. Don't worry.
It is. It's training. It's a necessary evil.
Because FlossTube doesn't know yet that we have found PDF patterns and are itching to
Yeah.
purchase and download and print and stitch them all. So
That's the goal.
Game of Threads is gonna get crazy real soon, just as soon as we finish this giant pattern that we decided to get for fun. But I'm really excited for that.
I'm
I guess
really excited too.
I guess I can link some of the shops that I personally am excited about in the description in case you wanted to look at them and get some patterns and stuff. And going back to what you said about how just keep stitching always like changes threads and stuff, I think that that is going to be the most fun part about doing like counted cross stitch like that, is that we can do whatever the heck we want.
Yeah. We don't have to follow DMC. We don't even have to use DMC stringies if we don't want to. FlossTube, please don't cancel me. I know the term is floss, and that's why it's called FlossTube, but stringies is just so much fun to say out loud.
It's very true. Stringies is a delight.
Stringies is the new floss, am I right?
I mean, you could be. There's potential there for it to take, but I don't know if that's gonna happen quite yet.
I don't know, but I can hope. I mean, speaking of like great quotes that I've said in the past that Peter has documented, one time I made the greatest typo of all time, and it just said, John Wick. What was it? John Wick, Chapter 3, No Gun, or something like that. Peter, do you remember what it was? I think I still have the
I
picture.
think I recall it, but I can't remember exactly what you said.
I think I still
But it was
have the
hilarious.
picture. Let me see. Because Peter is a prolific screen grab quote creator.
Man, he's just the best.
He is so fast on the draw. For those of you who don't know Peter, Peter is Peter Clark, the writer, here on YouTube. And he is wonderful and also is very good at photo edits on the photo app. And he taught me so many things that I didn't even know were a thing.
Yes, he's just incredible.
And Peter is honestly delightful because he will send you the best pictures. John Wick 3, setbacks are no gun. That was the quote.
Quote of the year. I mean, we'll see. The year's not out yet, but
It was supposed to say setbacks are no fun, but you know, autocorrect had other plans in mind. And I mean, setbacks and no gun in a John Wick movie would be a setback, and there would be no guns.
A definite setback.
Which, I mean, spoiler alert, he didn't have a gun for like half the movie.
Ooh.
So.
Oh, I haven't seen it. My boyfriend and I are going to watch the second one this weekend.
Oh, we should watch it at the same time. I think that would
I'll
be
tell you
fun.
when we're watching it.
Yes. Yes.
I will let you know when it's happening. But it's on Crave, so you can watch it.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's really exciting. That's what we're gonna do this weekend.
But what were your overall feelings about the finale? Because a lot of people were like real salty about it and didn't think it was very good. And I thought it was great. I really did. It wasn't perfect, but I don't think it was as bad as people on the internet are making it out to be. And that's the tea.
Ow, I just stabbed myself. I personally, despite the fact that it was a little bit predictable and you knew what was happening and kind of knew what had to happen, I think that like it was like fine. It was good. Like, I don't know that there would be anything I would change about it. Like, I'd certainly, controversial. I wouldn't sign a petition to change it. I think that what happened, and it kind of had to happen. Greatest finale of all time, totally understood the whole thing, is what Peter says.
Yes, because Peter watched all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones and
in a day, and then was able to watch the finale.
Yeah, because he's just that prolific.
He's a truly talented person.
Yes, we stand 2 men. One is Alfie Allen, and the other is Peter.
Exactly. There's just nothing else to say. You are correct and right and always perfectly fine.
I hope Peter turns that into a quote and sends it on Voxer.
But yeah, I thought it was fine. Like, I mean, I was kind of for half a second convinced that Danny was going to kill John and things would not be okay. But of course that didn't happen because John, he could die once, but he can't die twice. So.
You know what, Peter? Peter, I was also speared, just like Theon, as well, by Theon's death. And your mean memes about it. I think it's bullshit that John was resurrected to do absolutely nothing and Theon died and didn't even get a chance at resurrection. I mean, his house's whole second motto is, "What is dead may never die."
So, of course, he should have come back to life because he wouldn't have been dead.
He died for that ungrateful Brandon Stark, king of Westeros. Which I am happy about, like, real talk. Like, I really liked that. Maybe I'm biased because as a wheelchair user, it was really nice to see a wheelchair user be in a position of power and it not be a joke. What the fandom did and turned it into a joke was
oh yeah, I forgot that I got hella spicy about that.
You were so spicy. You went off. it was kind of wild, but I loved it. I was here for it.
I got spicy. And it's okay. I don't like I get spicy and I don't go on the internet when I'm spicy, but like had to be done.
Yeah.
And like it was, you know, one tweet and one response tweet and then my sauciness was over, but I felt like I got my point across. 'Cause like, man, just screw anybody who thinks that like, you know, it's okay to make blanket statements about people who, you know, even just characters who are in wheelchairs or things like that, because like it's just so ignorant
It is. Like,
to not assume that that comment would hurt, like, you know, anyone who can relate or is in a similar situation or a worse situation, you know, like, I don't know. I could not with Twitter that day. And I still
yeah.
feel awful that you had to be subjected to that. And that people weren't even kind to you when you said things like, maybe don't say those things. Like, people had to clap back at you because it's more about getting the last word than it is about being a decent human being.
Yeah. Like, I'm just shook that people were trying to tell me that my opinion was wrong when the definition of an opinion is a subjective outlook and can't be wrong.
Yeah, just like forget about that person because
I mean, if anything, it made Devin come out of the pits of Twitch and back onto Voxer.
I mean, yeah, good things have come.
Yeah,
But
but at what cost?
mm-hmm. uh Yes, Peter, it's time to get saucy.
Speaking of sauce, have you heard the update on the James Charles drama?
No, the last thing I did was watch Jeffree Star's video and was honestly, I understood where he was coming from about, you know, this is their livelihood, it's their lives, it's not a spectacle. But I haven't heard anything since.
Yeah.
Has something happened, or is that what you were talking about?
Well, Tati like deleted her video
Ooh.
that she had originally made.
Okay.
And people are like, ooh, that's tea, but like I don't think it's that deep. I think they're just, you know, being adults about it. But like also like I mean, I don't like I'm not a huge Jeffree Star fan, but I do think that he makes a good liquid lipstick. And I don't believe for a second that he's like done with drama entirely because he like it's Jeffree. Like he's like when Jeffree gets mad, he vents.
Yeah.
Like a normal human being. And I feel like people kind of they give him too much crap because of his numbers and like how huge he is in the beauty industry, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, like I'm like with you. I don't necessarily agree that this is like the last like sort of like, you know, hot topic he'll talk about. But I only think that because, like he said in his video, like he's very quick to that kind of reaction, and he could definitely be trying to be a different person. But I also think that like, shit probably got real behind the scenes, you know.
Oh yeah.
And it probably wasn't in his best interest to make a tell-all video. which is totally fine. I mean, what he did say was accurate. Their lives are not, a spectacle of entertainment for viewers. But I think that like when it serves him, he will make a video about whatever drama is next, especially if it's something that kind of takes the heat and the attention off of this sort of situation. But I do also think that the second that he does make a video like that, people will be like, but what about what happened with James? And he'll have to sort of be reminded of that.
But also, and I mean, not that this excuses any of the behavior, but I think he saw Tati getting, attacked and had that reaction, and he considers Tati a very good friend, and I don't think that it's all that different from the reaction that you had when you saw like that people were going off at me because I said, like have some respect, and I feel like because he's a celebrity, it's just like you're damned if you're silent and you're damned if you say something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
And I get that that's kind of like the price of fame, but like they're still people, and people should still respect them as human beings because they're not zoo animals.
Yeah. No, they're definitely like he's definitely right to say that like they don't owe us anything to share the drama and stuff like that. But I guess like in the same breath you could say that like they do because the people who watch them are what made them famous in the first place. But like if that's your mentality, you need to like I'm sorry, but you need to check it a little bit because no one is or should be subjected to sharing every bit of them because they are famous.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember when people were up in arms because that one like 16-year-old actor from Stranger Things was trying to get in a hotel, and like the fans were like outside and like screaming at him, and like he just like completely ignored them, and people got salty and were like, I'm a fan of you, you owe me, blah blah blah.
I didn't hear anything about that, but that makes me uncomfortable.
I don't watch Stranger Things, so I don't really know. But like I know that maybe he wasn't exactly like 16, but I do know that he is relatively young. And the only reason I heard about it was because Sophie Turner spoke up about it when it was happening, because she was really, angry because she related to that a lot, because she was like, listen guys, you watched us like grow up on television, and that doesn't mean that we owe you a selfie or an autograph. And of course, because it was Sophie Turner, people were calling her like, like an ugly bitch because it was Sophie Turner.
Awful. Just awful.
Yeah. Like, they're human beings, people. Like, chillax.
Yeah. I don't know. I always think it's like really weird. Like my sister and I were talking about like how it must be to be like of the royal family. And like how Kate and even Meghan now, like anytime they're like out in public, there's like 100 articles written about them and talking about, oh, looks like she's gained weight, oh, her dress, she had a wardrobe malfunction, which literally meant her like coat blew in the wind. Like I was just talking to my sister about how I think it would be so difficult just to like, I know you probably wouldn't read all of that stuff, but just to know that like breathing is cause for an entire article about what you're doing wrong, or like the speculation about you and and like with all this stuff with what's his name cheating on Kate, like I feel like that's probably awful too. Like the one thing where you want to just deal with it privately,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh god. I just feel like it's terrible.
Yeah, I would not want that life, because like everything they do is scrutinized like under a microscope. Like could you imagine if like people speculated about like our lives like that, like
Oh
just
god.
to like bring it into like as an example, like Devin doesn't frequently like use Twitter anymore. Like imagine if like people were like, ooh, Britt and Devin had a falling out because Devin doesn't go on Twitter anymore. And I'd be like, that's not true. First of all, like, why are you speculating on our friendship and our lives like that? Because he's still my bro, even though, like, he's not on Twitter all that much. He's just living, the best life that he can in the current situation that he's in. Like,
yeah. And like that's the thing, like who even cares that what's her name unfollowed Alfie Allen? Like
yeah,
who has time to figure that crap out? Like
that's what I want to know. Because people are like, Sophie unfollowed him, Natalie Emmanuel unfollowed him, Amelia Clark unfollowed him, and I'm like, Sophie Turner literally on after the Battle of Winterfell said, Alfie Allen, you're a good man. Like, I don't think it's that deep.
yeah. But of course it has to be that deep, or else, what's even the point?
That is so grossly true. Like, it's a fact, but like the fact that it's a fact is gross.
Yeah.
You'd never guess I'm a writer with my speaking words.
It's okay.
It is. I got a mysterious paper cut.
Oh.
I don't know where I got it from, but it's like right there. And it's really annoying because like it's where I grab the needle.
Oh.
So
Probably hurts a lot.
yeah, but we power through it because this is FlossTube and that's what we do. We suffer for the art, for the threads. That should be our hashtag for the threads because season 8 was hashtag for the throne.
Oh my god, that's actually just incredible.
We are perfect.
Yes. Now, if only I could figure out how to put a hashtag in the video.
Oh, true. Peter, hashtag king. Get on it.
Yeah, please tell me how to do things properly, because I don't know. I don't know how to do anything.
Mood.
I don't even know how to like make this happen.
We don't even know if what we're doing is correct right now. So
literally, like, yeah, we just do it and see if it works.
We give it our best effort is what we do.
Yeah. And it is what it is.
Can you just like come out, please?
Oh dear.
The needle
Oh,
is stuck
where?
in between the fabric.
Oh.
Like, see? It is
Um,
stuck mid-stitch.
oh, that's not good.
I don't know how this happened. And I don't know the solution.
Yeah. You know, every time I stitch, I say, I'm going to pay attention and I'm not going to let everything get messy in the back. And then you guess what happens?
It gets messy in the back. I got
Like,
it.
oh, good. It gets like hella messy in the back. And like, I don't even know how this happened.
Yeah.
And like, I
Ooh,
don't know. Excuse you, cat.
cat.
My cat just jumped on my keyboard and turned the volume up quite high.
Oh,
Rude.
I bet it was egg.
Oh no, it's sunny. But like, this is what I mean. I
Ugh.
don't even know how that happens, but like, I'm just stitching regularly, and all of a sudden it's so tangly that like I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh.
It's awful, and like I don't even understand what happened because I thought I was pulling it all the way all the time.
Yeah.
Because like before my stitches were nice and even when I did this row, and
Mm-hmm.
then it just was like, nope, F you. It's gonna be ugly.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they tell you to cut your thread in half and then we just don't listen and then it's a mess anyway.
Yeah. 'Cause since when do we follow instructions? Not here.
We followed instructions for like 3 minutes and we were like, no, none of this is working.
That's true. Well,
So
this is Game of Threads, and when you play the Game of Threads, you win or you die. There is no middle ground. So,
I feel like this equals dying, not winning. But that's okay. We'll just
I mean, Cersei really gave it her all.
true.
So did Danny, and so did everybody that tried to play the Game of Thrones, especially that weirdo Littlefinger. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even though I did not like him at all, he was probably one of the best players of the Game of Thrones
Mm-hmm.
in the whole game.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hated him as a character, but you know.
Yeah. He was fascinating because he was so weird, but also, like, both fall on the Iron Throne directly, Peter Baelish.
Yeah. Just be like thrown onto the swords.
Like, the pointy part. Like, honestly, Jon should have just, like, waited for Dany to sit on the throne so she could, like, achieve her dream and then just pushed her head back.
But no, she touched it and then he killed her.
Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of, like,
Low-key kind of
crazy.
rude.
And also, like, apparently, like, I don't know if you watched the documentary episode that was last Sunday or this Sunday,
No, I didn't.
but Kit had not read the scripts before they did the first table reading, and they got to the part where Jon kills Dany, and he actually like burst into tears. He was
Really?
shook. Like, he was so upset about
Oh my
the fact that he
goodness.
had to kill Dany. Like, he said in an interview a while back, I think it was on Jimmy Kimmel, that after he read the scripts, when he got to the end, there was something that was so bad that made him like have to actually like seek out a therapist to cope.
Wow.
So, yeah, like, we're not exactly sure if that's like the exact reason,
Mm-hmm.
but if that is the reason why he is not doing so well right now, I mean, it was a huge part of his life. It changed his life
Mm-hmm.
completely. This was like his first break,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a lot of people's big break, like Richard Madden, who played Rob Stark, Kit, like all the Stark children got
Mm-hmm.
their livelihood from this show, and it's difficult. Like, if it's difficult for us to say goodbye as fans, imagine how difficult it must have been for them to say goodbye to those characters and have to put those costumes away for the final time. Like, a
Yeah.
lot of people were like really shook up about it ending, like as cast and crew members. And I think that the documentary did a really good job at highlighting the crew, because I feel like they're kind of the unsung heroes, because people don't understand like how hard the
Mm-hmm.
crew works.
Yeah. No, you're right. And like to make it like the actors are important, but to make it look, feel, work a certain way, like it's everybody else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand.
Which is,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Well, I was gonna say that, like, I feel bad for like everybody, because everybody's like so shook, and the amount of disrespect that's going on the internet
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
Yeah. No, it is ridiculous.
Think maybe I am finished with the bees.
Hooray!
Think.
That's
Oh
exciting.
no, I got a few in the rim,
Mm-hmm.
but then I think I'm done with the bees.
That's exciting.
It is, because that means I can change to a new color. This is what I got going on, FlossTube. I don't know if you can see it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good.
Thank you.
Um, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I am just living, you know?
Yeah. Are you reading anything interesting right now?
Um, oh, I started reading Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel.
Ooh, how are you liking that?
Honestly, like, surprisingly, I was able to put the audio speed up past 2.
Oh.
I don't know why. Maybe because I've been listening to it at 2 times speed, like, just in general.
Uh-huh.
I can, like, listen to it faster. But it's okay so far. I mean, we just got past the beginning where like that epidemic is happening, and like now there is the theater troupe that's traveling. So I got like 70 pages in,
Mm-hmm.
but like I just don't know what's supposed to happen now, you know? Because like
Yeah.
the entire plot to me was it's the end of the world, and from the end of the world comes a theater troupe that wants to put on Shakespearean plays. And like all that has happened already. So I'm just like, what now? I will say though, As someone who believes A Midsummer Night's Dream is an undervalued play, the fact that there's quotes and delightfulness from the play in the book really made me happy.
Well,
But I feel like a lot of my nostalgia for it is because like my school put on a production of it and I was Puck. So I feel like perhaps a lot of my happy vibes from it is because of that.
of high school nostalgia.
Yeah.
I
Like one
feel
of the
you.
only things I'm nostalgic about.
I feel you. I feel the same way about Anything Goes, because Anything Goes was the musical that we did my junior year of high school, and I loved Anything Goes, and I got, well, like, I loved Anything Goes. Maybe it's because I played a lead, but like also like I really liked the story of Anything Goes.
Oh, I have no idea what that is.
Ooh, it's about, it takes place on a boat, and this it's kind of like a Titanic
Okay.
esque plot with like the only in the sense that it has like rich girl falls in love with a nobody and the boat doesn't sink in the end.
Oh, well, I mean, that's good.
Yeah. I think it takes place in the 1950s, I believe.
Okay.
So it was like, or no, 1920s, because flappers were a big, huge part of it. And it was just a really fun play to do. But you know who's doing A Midsummer Night's Dream right now?
Who?
Gwendolyn Christie.
Really? On
Yep.
Broadway? Or where?
Not on Broadway, but
On
like
Broadway. Why would it be on Broadway? I'm so dumb.
it's okay. Not Broadway, but like some, I'm not sure what theater, but I think it's an English theater.
Oh, well, that's upsetting.
Yeah.
I'll never get to go see it, but okay.
I'm sure somebody's gonna film it and put it on YouTube.
Please, for me, if anybody on FlossTube goes to England. That's exciting though. Good for her.
Yeah.
Oh, and then like I'm trying to read a little black, well, 1.5 little black classics a day to finish up the set before my birthday.
Yeah.
So I read Caligula today, which was wild. And I read Jason and Medea. Is that it? But honestly, Loki kind of thought it was boring, so I don't know.
That sucks.
I'm not a big like Greek mythology person.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay. Bunch of people talking about how if they get together they can steal this fleece or whatever. Not really my jam. I'm honest.
I feel you.
But yeah, so I finished reading Obasan by Joy Kagawa, which is a Canadian classic about Japanese internment before World War II in Canada, and it was heartbreaking and awful as you expect it would be. But honestly, I'm really glad that I read it because it's been on my shelves for a while, and I just felt like even though it was sad, I feel like I understand the history a little bit better, even though it's like from a fictional sort of account.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that like I'm not really a huge historical fiction person, especially when it's surrounding World War II. But when it's from a different perspective, like Japanese Canadians or something like that, I do find it interesting. Like a perspective that you don't get to hear about when you learn history, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought it was really great and valuable, and I would recommend it. If you have an inkling to read something like that, or you just want to brush up on some history, because, like, you know, oh no,
yeah.
I just lost my needle.
Oh no!
What the heck? It's okay, we got it. I dropped it in my drawer, which is a bit of a saving grace, but okay, we're good.
Yeah. Show that needle who's boss, Erin. But that's the thing that I like about historical fiction is it makes you think about what you're reading, and it's outside of a history class.
Mm-hmm.
So like the thing about, and I don't want to like make sweeping generalizations here, but like the thing about like stuff that they teach you in school and stuff is they don't really give you the dual perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
They give you the one side, usually the victorious side of the story. And the victorious side of the story in general doesn't give you the whole big picture. Like, as somebody who really loves both nonfiction and historical fiction, like, I think it's really vital to read both sides. And because, like, if you only read the victor's side, you'll never really know anything, really.
Yeah. I can't say I've ever watched Victorious Peter, but thank you for your input. Yeah, I think you're right. Have you been reading anything good lately?
I have to start a buddy read with Devin. It's a horror novel, and I got it on Audible, so I might, have nightmares for months.
Okay. What is it? What are you guys reading?
That's a good question. What are we reading? It's an Adam Neville book, I believe. Let's go into my purchase history, shall we? Count details, is that where it is? No.
Oh.
Credit summary. Purchase history, there it is. It's No One Gets Out Alive by Adam Neville.
Ooh.
And during the 2-for-1 credits sale, I also picked up The Girls by Emma Cline and Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie.
Ooh.
Because your girl likes thrillers.
Peter, have you read anything good lately? You can see what he has to say.
Yeah.
I've only read And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, and I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've kind of been a little bit afraid to read anything else because I know that Murder on the Orient Express is like super famous, so obviously it's good. But like I just loved And Then There Were None like with my whole heart, despite it being about a bunch of people who go on an island and then everybody dies. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just like crafted so expertly that like it was just great. Peter says he's finishing up his, is that Harry Potter fanfic? I assume that's what
I think it's Harry Potter fanfic. Good for you, Peter. You live your best life. You. Oh, is that the Harry Potter fanfiction that you were telling me about? That one, your best thing that you've read all year award?
Oh, heck, what? Dang,
Peter
must be
did like a
broken.
whole video about it. This Harry Potter
Oh,
fanfiction.
I don't know where I've been. It's a James and Lily fanfic, which is taking me 3 years to finish. Oh. Well,
You know how you misplaced your needle?
oh no, did you just lose your needle too?
Yeah.
This is why we need needle minders.
We do. Well, I guess I'll just like slap around my blankets until I get stabbed.
Oh gosh, good luck.
That's not the best method of finding your needle. I don't endorse or recommend it for daily use. So do as I say and not as I do.
Peter says that it's hard for him to read and write at the same time, and he's in the middle of finishing and reworking a new book, so that makes a lot of sense. I have a feeling that in June, when I'm trying to write a story every week, I will not read as much as I think I'm going to. I have a feeling that I won't be able to. Because that's what everybody has said, right? So like when you write, you can't exactly read as much as you want to. So I have a feeling that June will be a slow month.
Oh, duh. Found it.
Oh, good. And you didn't get stabbed?
Yeah, I put it on my my binder clip that I have my strings on.
Oh, that's good.
Because it's metal. So that's like my stand-in needle minder for now.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah. Should I do the 2s or the C's?
Oh. I did the 2s first.
Okay.
And then I did the C's, because the C's, you're going to have to count.
Mm.
Whereas if you do the 2s, you just have to fill in the blanks.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm going to do the 2s.
Plus, like, the 2s is a fun color. So
yeah.
Nice light blue.
What color am I finding here? Two. Pale blue, number 17031. Yeah. How many stringies? 3, as usual. I don't know why it would change.
Yeah, it only changes when you backstitch. Yeah, I haven't. Oh, I guess. Peter, I finished Friends from College, and I don't know how I feel. Like, I need a third season right now. And I have a feeling the second season just came out or something, so the third season isn't going to come out. And I'm wildly disappointed.
I'm sorry you're disappointed.
It's okay. Friends from College is a show on Netflix about friends from college. It got canceled. What? I'm shocked. I'm like really upset. I mean, I guess it like wrapped up okay, but also I'm like so sad. The dynamic was just impeccable. Like it felt so real. It felt like they had all gone to college together for real. What the heck? Well, thank you for telling me, Peter. So I'm not, just waiting for eternity before I am not so lazy as to look it up for myself. But it does stink. It was a weird note to be left on, but at the same time, things did kind of go full circle. So I'm not mad about it, but I'm also not happy.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I watched like both the seasons in like 3 days, so if there was a third season, I would still just
It would have been over for you.
yeah. I felt bad for the lady in the airport with her lonely big head. Yeah, well, he had places to be and places where he should have been. Harold, please don't mute my computer.
Harold.
Sorry. Cat interruption. As usual. But yeah, like the thing is that the whole time, Peter, I wasn't even rooting for them to be together because F them for being cheating, yucky, gross people the entire season.
Tea.
Yeah. So it's like a whole plot line. But like I don't want to spoil it if anybody wants to watch it. But like it's it from the very beginning. So oh my god. Loki
Out of
too?
out of context, that sounds so wild.
Like honestly though, me too, because like the drama gets a little bit tedious in the second season because it's like the same stuff every episode that's dramatic. Because the episodes are only like 27 minutes, so not a lot gets resolved. But yeah, definitely recommend the show though, even though it's now canceled. It was a great, way to pass the time.
I am watching The Handmaid's Tale right now.
Ooh.
And I'm shook about it.
Yeah. Like, are you still on season 1 or are you on season 2?
No, I'm like midway through season 2 now. And I didn't expect this show to like shake me up as bad as it has, because at this point, like I just feel bad for everyone on the show, because like I know we're not supposed to root for the Aunt Lydia's and junk, but like, and I don't root for the ants, but also like I feel kind of bad for them because I feel like there's something going on with them that I don't know about.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you read the book?
No.
Oh.
But apparently there's a sequel coming out. I think after I'm done with season 2, I'm going to go and read the book because I like the show so much. Have you read it?
Yep. I read it last year, I think. I read it in a day.
Ooh.
The book is really good.
There's apparently a sequel coming out.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Because the book has a very, like, clear but ambiguous ending, if that makes any sense at all.
Mm.
And I kind of liked it. And I don't know if the sequel is because there's a second season of the show or because the resurgence of the hype for it or anything like that. Um I don't know how I feel about it. Also, Peter, read The Beach. It's so good. Brit is not lying. It's wonderful. It was everything I wanted it to be, and I am just thrilled that I read it. So when you're done writing, please read it and then please come talk to us about it because
I need somebody else to talk about The Beach with. Not that I don't love Erin and talking about The Beach with Erin, but like it is seriously such an underrated book that nobody has heard of, or they've either watched the movie and only the movie, and in my humble opinion, they're missing out by only having seen the movie.
the Beach fan club needs to be more than 2 people. So you will be
Honestly, though,
you will be welcomed with open arms and, refreshments, a nice chair, and then we'll just talk about it because it's great.
I mean, honestly, I don't know why the rest of Insomni chat like doubts my taste.
Me
Because my
either.
taste is incredible, obviously. I mean, I stand Alfie Allen. My favorite book is The Beach. I don't know why you guys doubt me.
Hey, I've never doubted you.
That's true. That's true.
I am a Brit fan through and through, and I support you before
Peter
I
says The Beach Boys.
No, I mean, kind of, but no.
God, could you imagine that crazy spinoff? The Beach
Ooh.
and the Raven Boys.
Oh gosh. The Raven Boys on the beach.
I'm pretty sure Ronan would kill everybody before that happened.
Yeah. Brit the Change. Brit for President 2020.
Oh, dude. I don't know if I want that job. I'm flattered by the nomination, but I don't know if I want that job.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
wouldn't
if I
want
want
that
to
job
fix
either.
that much.
Yeah. I mean, good luck if you do want to do that, but
I mean, I don't want the spotlight on me, and my Twitter is already scrutinized enough without me being the president of the United States. So,
also, Peter, I don't think that's how nominating tributes work. I think you can only volunteer as tribute.
yeah, I think so too. That's another thing we got to do, Erin. We got to read the Hunger Games together.
Oh my god, I was thinking about that the other day and I meant to message you and then I didn't and I forgot. But like whenever you're ready for it. Wait, we have a lot of books we're gonna buddy read. We should make a list and a schedule.
We really should. I hope that I can get you caught up in the Raven cycle in time for the sequel to the Raven cycle.
Oh, that new series, right? The
Yeah.
spin-off one?
Yeah.
Yeah. When does it come out?
November?
Okay, so I have time to read the next 3 books.
Yeah. And I mean, you'll like breeze through them, honestly, because you breeze through the boys, the crow dudes, as Matt calls it.
Yeah. I read the first book so fast.
You did.
Because
I was
you-
impressed by how fast you read it, to be honest.
Okay, I have come to the conclusion that unless it's a classic, I am a fast reader, despite my thinking that I am a slow reader. But is it a spin-off of Riverdale, Brit, is what Peter is asking?
Is it a spin-off of Riverdale? I don't know because I don't watch Riverdale. Is that the Archie Netflix show.
Yeah.
Was never really behind that show, to be honest. Controversial opinion, I know.
I've never seen an episode of that, so I have no idea.
I haven't either, in all fairness, so maybe it is wrong for me to judge it, but I feel like, and if I'm wrong, I'm completely wrong on this, but based off of what I've heard on the Twitters, on the Stupid Bird app, it kind of feels like it's exploitive of gay people.
Oh.
And as a gay people, I don't appreciate
no way.
being exploited for money. If I'm completely wrong, please, people, correct me, but that is just the impression that I get from it.
No good at all.
Have you seen Riverdale, Peter? Sometimes I get my R's and my L's mixed up, people. You'll have to excuse me. I am, no, I don't really look it, but I do come from a Japanese-speaking family, so sometimes our R's and our L's get mixed up, even though my dad was 100% raised in America. He's a halfie, and Devin affectionately refers to me as a fake halfie or a quartery because I just used halfie to describe myself because it was easier than going into it and explaining it, and then he made it into a big deal, as Devin does.
Yes. Where are my scissors? Oh no. Peter says he has not seen it, but he's heard that Riverdale is hot trash. Well, sorry about that.
That's what I that's the impression that I got too, Peter, so I'm glad that I was not that far off. No offense if there's any Riverdale fans watching. And again, if I'm completely wrong, please feel free to yell at me in the comments. Because I will not silence you for having differing opinions unless you say that Alfie Allen is a terrible actor. That is the only thing I will ever silence anybody for.
In which case you are wrong.
Yeah. Exactly. Erin knows what's up.
Of course. Oh. So, I don't know.
You don't know?
I am finished this very crappy, spotty thing. Spout. But, like, I don't know what I was supposed to do there because I followed the pattern and it still looks like this. But,
Ooh.
I mean, it doesn't look that bad when it's back here, so just put it back here. I honestly think, though, that, like, even though this is an Ada fabric, the X's on, like, the stamped part really make it difficult to see, like, where the holes are.
They're not very even either.
No. So, we'll do better when we have counted cross stitch.
I think so, especially if it's 14 count. That seems like the general thing. Also, thank you, Peter, for using your fame for good. and not evil.
I mean, ultimately same, but like I don't know how to be famous, so
I feel.
holy smokes, it's like almost 11 already.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize the time.
I mean, at least Peter doesn't have to watch even more Game of Thrones FlossTube.
That's true.
He's already watching this one. We didn't even talk that much about the finale, though. I just feel like there's not much to say about it because we can't speculate anything. It is what it is. It was what it was. We both kind of liked it, which is
Yeah, we're not like riding the hate train, so like there's not a lot to like say. It's over and it's done with, and we'll have more to say when we do rewatches, I think.
ooh, yeah. So like Peter, if you want to get some cross stitch um and rewatch so that you actually know what the heck is going on in the finale, you are welcome. And you can join our fun shenanigans and our rewatch, and it'll be great.
Especially us like going in on the foreshadowing. Feel like that'll be helpful.
Yeah. Also, I found this cool since we, I should say, talked briefly about doing a Game of Thrones cross stitch pattern.
Yeah.
I didn't really look too deep, but I found one that was like, it was like however many in one pack, like most of the ones that I found yesterday were, and it was like a pattern for all of like the banners.
Oh.
And I thought it would be cool if like we got them and you could do like the Greyjoy one and I could do like the Stark one or something.
Yeah.
And like only one of us would have to buy it, right? And I could just email it to you or you could email it to me or whatever. And then we could both kind of like have one, right? Because I was like, there's no way like we would do them all. But like,
yeah,
it would be fun because you could do a Greyjoy one and
yeah.
then I could do a Stark one, although the Stark one was very like gray and black, obviously. Like I would want to do the Lannister one just because it's bright and fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought that might be a
you
good
like
idea.
Tyrion, so
Yeah. I thought that might be a good idea if we couldn't come up with like a pattern that we wanted to do together.
Yeah.
So that way we could do something like individual but the same Game of Thrones type.
Yeah.
Also, Peter says his theory is Drogon rode off with Danny's
Danielle's
to eat it as a little snack. Which I mean, if I were a dragon, same. Because Drogon spent all that time setting everything on fire and didn't get no snack, didn't get to eat no burning people, didn't get nothing in return. So honestly, I'm with you on that theory because homeboy mad, he hungry.
Yeah, he didn't even get like a soothing throat lozenge.
No, and then he had to burn a friggin' throne and all this work and he didn't get anything for it.
He didn't. He just got John watching him, staring at him blankly the whole season.
True.
My queen. My queen.
Mm-hmm.
You are my queen. John's entire dialogue for season 8. My queen.
Oh my god. Yeah. Also, like, Sansa will bow to Dany because she is the rightful queen. Also a line he said more than once.
Yeah.
So,
which
we do not stand Jon Snow.
I mean, I don't.
Because he's boring.
I don't hate John, but like he's not the best in my humble opinion. No disrespect to Kit Harington, like that's not like.
No, I think
dig.
Kit did a good job with what he was handed, but I think that Jon Snow was written as such a compelling character in the beginning, and then his whole like a one idea of a plot line falling short that I will get behind is Jon Snow, because he did all of this work and all of this like leader, like he did all of these like roles where he was a leader, and like proven time and time and again that despite him making bad choices, he still led people in like a strong way, and people still believed in him the same way they believed in Rob, right? But like then he was just like, oh, guess I'm on the Night Watch again.
Yeah. But that wasn't really like his idea either,
Yeah, I know.
to be
Like
fair.
it was to save his life, but at the very same time, I'm just like, everybody's mad at Dany's character arc, but like Jon Snow did deserve a little bit better.
He did. Also, like, I understand that they had to make a choice early on, like direwolves or dragons, but the direwolf connection is so vital to each of the Starks. Like, it's such a huge thing in the books, because like in the books, like all the Starks can warg. It's not just Bran.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had to basically make a choice in the beginning, like, what are we going to concentrate on, the dragons or the direwolves, because we can only afford so much CGI. And they ended up choosing the dragons, which I understand because they are entirely digital and not actual animals interacting with humans. And to go into to like get the dire wolves to look that big on screen, they have to go in and render each individual hair.
Oh my god.
So I understand like why they made the dire wolves like a less pivotal role. Also, like the uncanny valley is real, but like I don't know, it was just Ghost was the last direwolf like left. Well, besides Nymeria, but like we saw her for like 3 seconds and then she ran into the woods and then we never saw her again. So like I am kind of disappointed that Ghost was so underutilized, because Ghost was so important to Jon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Peter says that he said, imagine Kit Harington is watching this, and after hearing what Britt said, he checks himself back into rehab.
Well, as far as I know, he's still in there.
And then he also said that his uncle, who's the biggest fan ever, kept yelling that Bran should have warged into a dragon in the finale, which would have been like really good and really cool. But unfortunately, that didn't happen.
That would have been really cool. And I mean, I think that my theory about Bran raising the Starks in the crypts to defend Winterfell would have been way cooler than what we got.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there was like so much emphasis on that type of thing in the beginning, and then like those sorts of things where it could have been like really useful, like just were not utilized at all.
Yeah.
Like I'm over the fact that Arya didn't use Peter Baelish's face. So Cersei. I'm like a little bit over it. I still feel like wasted fucking potential to the max. But I'm over it. It is what it is. It didn't happen. It's fine.
If
But
you really want it to happen that badly, people, this is why fan fiction exists.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm distracted by cats as usual.
That's all good. Man, I really hope that I get Theon.
Oh, the Funko
I
Pop?
hope that I am the winner. I hope so.
Me too. Oh, you don't mean the Funko Pop. You mean the
Oh,
dog.
yeah, oh, I already pre-ordered him. I'm talking about the puppy.
Yeah, me too. I'm sending my vibes your way.
Thanks. Because I gotta fight 7 other people for him. But,
Oh,
like,
7? Holy cow.
yeah, there's, like, a waiting. Like, there are 7 other people interested in him. But, like, also, one thing that I feel gives me, like, maybe, like, a leg up on other people that might be filling out an adoption form is I am home like all the time and I work from home.
Mm-hmm.
So, like most people that would be filling out an adoption form, I feel like don't work from home.
Yeah.
Can't be home all the time. And that's what I'm hoping happens. They'll be like, oh, well, like these people are great, but like nobody's like everybody else works 9 to 5 jobs. So like, is that dog going to be in a cage for like the whole time?
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that he's named Theon and is a mile away from my house, if the stars align and it's fate and it's meant to be, then it'll happen. But I also don't want to get my hopes too high.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also like, I really want that dog.
Yeah. He's so cute.
He is. He seems like a good boy. He's like a mix of like a lab and uh, a dog that I cannot pronounce. It starts with a C. It's like like some sort of hunting dog, I believe. Oh,
Mm.
I see tails. He's a mix of Alfie and Alan. Yes, Peter.
What a great way to. Oh, Peter, you are a delight.
God, we stan Peter in this house.
For
In this
real.
house, we stan Peter.
For real.
I wish I could be as funny as Peter is. Like, I don't know how he does it.
I don't think it's
honestly.
possible. I think, ow, excuse me. My cat just booped me in the head. Literally, like, don't talk to your friends. Talk to me. I don't think it's possible to be as funny as Peter is what I was gonna say before, as usual. I just get, bombarded with cats.
Yeah. Cat life. Cats. Life with 3 cats.
Mm-hmm. So my sister has 3 cats too.
Does
And
she?
yeah, her one cat, Steve, is just perpetually, excuse you, afraid of anyone who comes in the house. So he loves me, but like he always runs away as soon as like the door opens. And then he just comes like back down and he will like meow at me from the top of the stairs, and then he'll come down 2 steps and meow at me again. I have to be like, hello, are you coming to see me? And then eventually he does, and then we're best friends. But it's such an ordeal. And I'm like, I come over all of the time. How are you still afraid?
Aw, he's a skittish baby. Is he a rescue?
No, they adopted them all when they were like kittens. So, I don't know, because like she has 3 brothers,
Mm.
and they named them after the cats in Trailer Park Boys.
Oh.
So I can't remember Steve's full name, but the cats that Bubbles has in Trailer Park Boys is like Purr, Monster, Orange, Thunder, and then Steve something. So they have Purr and they have Orange, and those are like their names.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre, but I mean, my cat's name is Egg, so I can't say anything.
I mean, did Egg come with her name though?
No, we changed it.
Oh.
Her name was Zed before. Like Zed, which was kind of weird.
That's a very bizarre name.
Yeah,
I'm glad
but
you changed it to Egg.
yeah, her brother's name was Dorian, which I thought was really cute. But he was like, she was like down to be my friend, and Dorian was not. So
Oh.
yeah. Also, we adopted her a year ago yesterday.
Wow.
So we've
Eggie.
had Eggie in the fam. Did she used to be a DJ? I don't know. She was just a crazy cat. But yeah, we adopted her a year ago yesterday, and it's I don't know. It's been a good year. I remember like adopting her, because I was just in a panic for the entire day. Because one of the local stores, like in my town, like a local, shop, a small shop or whatever, it was their 5-year anniversary, and then they decided to celebrate by getting kittens who needed new homes into the shop. And so I went there saying, I will not adopt a kitten today. And then as soon as I got there, I called my boyfriend and was like, I'm gonna adopt a kitten today. And
Was he like upset?
I think he was a little bit nervous, because like he like wasn't there to like meet her or anything, and Harold isn't very good with other cats. Like he's good with these two because they're his fam, but he's not nice to other cats, and he wasn't nice when we brought him home to Sunny, and he wasn't very nice when we brought Egg home, but within a day or two they were like good friends. So it wasn't that bad, but he was just kind of like, if you need to do it and it's what's in your heart, do it. And I was like, wow, great, thank you. So, yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
Yeah, I didn't just like walk in and be like, I'm taking this cat. Like I sat with her in one of their change rooms, and she was like
Oh,
showing off, and then they let them like run free for a little while in the shop, and when there was like a scary noise, she came to me and hid behind my legs. So we were like best friends. Yeah.
that's so cute.
It was tender. And now she, swats me in the face when I don't pay attention to her. So,
As friends do.
yep. As friends do. I wouldn't expect anything else.
I feel like life with Egg is just like, the episode of SpongeBob with Wormy?
I vaguely recall it, but I can't remember.
I feel
entirely.
like the chaos that ensues is exactly the chaos that Wormy ensued in SpongeBob and Patrick's lives.
Yeah, she's very demanding, and very vocal and expressive when she doesn't get what she wants. But also, like, she's very small, right? So she's not heavy enough to run on a tile floor without her back half sliding around behind her. So it's quite hilarious to watch her try to run.
That's so cute. I'm so scared that like eventually I'm gonna like sew like this part to the hoop by accident.
Oh, I did that once already.
Have you?
But I sewed like because you know how there's like hanging threads.
Yeah.
I sewed like one of those around, so I just had to cut it. But I was like, how did this even happen?
That's such a big mood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just put mine away for the night because I don't think I'm going to do anything else before we're done the live stream. I didn't want to start anything.
Oh,
And
I feel you. I'm probably gonna call it soon too, because I just wanted to like, I was pumped to start a new color, you know?
yeah.
So I'm probably just gonna finish up this little row of twos going on. I have like 3 more stitches
Okay.
to complete, and then I will show what
Oh
I.
yeah, I guess I can show my whole thing now that it's out of
Yeah.
the hoop. I'll show everybody how it's looking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is what I have done.
Ooh, Erin, it looks so good. I like the texture.
Yeah, I'm excited to backstitch it. And maybe like fill in a little bit where it's looking a little bit sparse, but
Yeah.
I do like it. And I'm excited that like
Ow.
I have, almost a whole thing done, but I'm really nervous about like committing to doing this butterfly here. You can't even really see it. I don't.
Yeah, because it's hard on camera.
Yeah. And like the X's are so small, and I mean it obviously like you have to backstitch a lot of it anyway, so even if
Yeah.
you mess it up it probably won't be too awful, but I'll see if I can show like what I mean on the actual thing. So there's like this butterfly here that I'm nervous about. Honestly, I'm nervous about the bird too. But
Looking at it, I was real pumped for the butterflies and the birds, but like now that I'm like actually cross stitching, I'm like less pumped.
yeah, me too. I'm also just gonna, like ignore this part for a while because I don't want it. It just feels like a waste right now.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna take me like 3 minutes, but you have to change thread like 5 times. So
50 billion times.
I'm not really a fan of that. So it is what it is. But I think because I'm nervous about the birds and the butterfly, I'm just gonna go right over to the green watering can. And
Start all over again.
yeah, just have a good time doing regular stitches
Yeah.
for a while, and then do the hard stuff later. I think that is the best idea.
I mean, this is our cross stitch, so like we can do it how we would like.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I am excited to do the little daisies and stuff, but
yeah. I'm nervous about stem stitch.
oh yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be easy, but also like I've never done a stem stitch before.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna feel easy, but we're probably gonna do it wrong.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll be like, yeah, this is great, and then it'll be wrong. So
Just like when we accidentally made it 6 stitches instead of 3 stitches.
Oh, is that what you just did right now?
Nah, like when in the beginning when we were really
Oh,
not knowing what we were doing.
Sorry.
And we like doubled our strings over.
Oh yeah, and that one time where I just assumed it was one string because that's what the back stitch was.
Oh yeah.
I forgot that I had to do 3 times the thread. So
And then we were like, why are these stitches so thin? I don't understand. And then we figured it out.
Yep. Cross stitching is just delightful.
Cross stitching, you know, we say that, but like cross stitching, like kind of like has destroyed our lives and also fulfilled our lives.
Yeah. Honestly, like I love cross stitching and listening to audiobooks. So
Yeah.
once I declare myself worthy of buying and downloading all of the patterns in my Etsy basket, like goodbye summer, hello cross stitch queen, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, your birthday's coming up. Your boyfriend's gonna have to buy you those cross stitch.
Yes. Yes. He basically just said, write down what you want me to get you. And I will get it for you. And I was like, wow, thank you.
That's so good. Your boyfriend is so good. I don't know if I'm allowed to use his name, so I'll just call him your boyfriend.
Oh, it's okay. But yeah, he is just a true,
Ow.
you know,
Did you just see
enabler.
that?
Did you stab yourself?
Yeah, I did. Because I think I'm using the wrong needle.
Oh.
I think I'm using my my actual stabby stab needle
Oh.
by accident. So, like the one I actually used to like sew with.
Oh.
So it's actually sharp. I just stabbed myself with it.
That is not good at all.
But that's okay, because I usually do that anyway.
Thank you, Peter. We are the cross stitch queen. I mean, we're not yet. We're like cross stitch, like peasant ladies right now. But like, we're working our way up to royalty.
We are.
I speak for myself when I say I am a peasant. I won't speak for Brit, but
I am, you know what I'm excited for us to try one day? We're going to get real advanced and we're going to try beaded cross stitch.
oh shit. Sure. Like,
Yeah.
I'm game for anything.
It's using the old stabby stab. Yes. That is precisely what I am doing, Peter.
Oh my gosh.
But that's what I have done. Can you see?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it looks so good.
Thank you. Yours looks really good too.
Thanks. I'm sorry that I just decided one day to cross stitch for like 4 hours and got like way ahead of you.
That's, you know, that's okay. You live your best life. You live your best cross stitch life because you are a faster stitcher than I am. And that is okay because some of us are slow stitchers and some of us are fast stitchers. If we were all Speedy Gonzalez, then cross stitch would be boring. If we all did cross stitch the same, would it be as fun? Don't think so.
Probably not.
That's how I choose to live my life. It's my philosophy.
Ugh.
Man, I don't know where that paper cut came from, but it's real annoying when you're trying to cross stitch and also have paper cut at the same time.
Yeah. I can imagine. I like have a cut on the inside of my hand from my cat.
Oh,
It was like a bad cat scratch, and it's like in the worst spot on my hand.
yikes.
So I feel that, but that's always how it is. I always get a scratch in like the worst possible spot, and then it takes forever to heal, and it's so annoying. But
Peter says, Britt cross address for the 2020 debates.
I mean, I'd watch. I'd tune in.
You're not even American, so like
I can't vote for you, but
yeah, you can't vote for me, but you can still tune in.
You doing you, I'm doing me. End of debate.
Basically, that's basically what a debate is with me. Like, listen, I don't want to be like confrontational with you, but like we're just having a conversation. I'm not trying to fight you or anything. I know sometimes my sass comes across as like fighting words because sometimes I just can't hold back the sass, and that always doesn't really always like translate well in like the Twitterverse because like you know like people don't like when people are blunt on Twitter, you know, and
No.
I am a blunt person. I can't help it. I'm blunt because I like being upfront with people. But like, I don't think that I'm so blunt that it's disrespectful. You know what I mean? At least I try not to be disrespectful.
I don't think you are.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm doing something right.
Despite what Twitter has to say. You are doing something right.
Thanks. I can't believe Twitter's trying to cancel Alfie. Not on my watch.
Nope.
Ooh. What is going on there? Ooh.
Everything okay?
Yeah, the bag just like ripped a lot more.
Yeah, the bottom of my bag, literally this string just like can come out. So I need to be very careful when I shove it all in there. It's not a good look.
Not a good look, but you know, like we're trying to live our best cross stitch life.
Yep.
The best way that we know how. And we don't know how at the moment, so
Like most
this is what we're working with, people.
We're just figuring it out as we go. And that's like the one thing that like my boyfriend was like, okay, but where are you gonna put all this stuff? I was like, one, all the downloadable things are gonna be paper. Two, there's like a real nifty thread floss sorter thing that will hang on the door unless I get boxes. And I will just, I'll find a way. And he was just like, okay, as long as it doesn't take over everything, you can do what you want.
I mean, it's gonna take over everything, but like in the best way, because it's just gonna be, where did Erin hide the cross stitch?
Yep.
All the time.
Yeah. And I was like, it's cute stuff that I'll put on the walls. It's not going to be awful stuff.
Yeah, it's not gonna just be like our watering cans all the time. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'll keep this because it was our first thing, but it probably will live in a deep, dark drawer because it's not beautiful.
I agree. I can't wait to get good and then hang a bunch of 18th century and Victorian ladies all over my wall.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, I have 15 notifications on Twitter.
Oh God.
Is it all about canceling Alfie? Probably.
Oh dear. All right, well. Would you like to say goodbye while you go tend to Twitter?
Yeah.
Also, let me know if I need
probably
to
say
get
bye.
with anybody towards you.
But I'll be on Boxer with you guys.
Okay, well, bye, Peter. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye,
A true
Peter.
Game of Threads fan. And bye to anyone else who decides to watch this.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
See ya. Oh, I guess I am in charge of canceling. Okay, bye.